What's going on, everybody? It's Voodoo51292, taking a little time out to bring you guys a midweek update, and it's actually early morning hours on New Year's Eve day, or New Year's Eve morning, for 2011. So today is it. Today is the final day of 2011. It's really hard to imagine. This happens to me every single year. Every time the new year comes, it always takes me a few days to adjust to the fact that it's no longer the previous year. It's a new year, and it takes a little getting used to and some time to realize that, hey, we're in a new year now. And like I said, kind of hard to believe today's the last day of 2011, considering that I've saved about 2.5 weeks. I've pretty much spent the entire year here on YouTube with you guys, and we've been through some really good times, we've been through some really bad times, but we've been through a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. But this video is not time to reflect on that just yet. That video will be coming, and I'll talk more about that today, and I'll talk about it in the future. But just trying to update you guys on what exactly has been going on this week. You know, what kind of things have happened as far as what I've played versus what the footage you've seen, because there's been some complications with that, and a couple of announcements. And actually, I'm going to update you guys on my gameplay with the Nintendo 3DS. So remember, I got one for Christmas, and I've had 2 games. I got one for Christmas and bought another one with a gift card. I've been playing both of them a lot, and I have some thoughts on them that I'd like to share with you. So anyway, this week has been all Dead Island week, and Brandon and I have been playing the hell out of Dead Island. And basically, to give you guys some perspective on just how much we've played this week, we've played it 2 days, okay? Wednesday I believe, let's see, today? No, we've played it Wednesday and Thursday we played it. So just to give you perspective, when we picked up the game again, where we left off in September, I had filmed 21 parts of the playthrough. We were only 8% of the way progressed through the main story, okay? Now, at this point, the fact that we've only played 2 days, we are now up to 66 parts filmed, okay? And we are now 67% of the way through the game. And it's a long game, okay? So that percentage doesn't go up that quickly. So, yeah, we've been playing the hell out of Dead Island, doing our best to get through it, and we feel like at this point, 1 or 2 more sessions of playing, we feel like we should be able to wrap the game up. We're on the third section now of the island. Out of 3, we've been to all 3 sections now. So we're moving along, and we're getting through it pretty fast. Now, as far as the footage, of course, I'm only up to, I believe, like part 36 uploaded of 66. And there's a couple of, reasons why my footage is so far behind. Number 1, obviously I cannot upload while Brandon and I are currently playing the game, because we have to play it online. And if I upload footage while we're doing that, it's going to be ridiculously laggy, and it's never going to work. And believe me when I say it, the game has enough trouble already trying to keep the online sessions going. And we probably would be further along in the story, closer to beating the game, if the game wouldn't fucking freeze or disband our party every, hour. Like, once or twice every hour of gameplay or more, the game will either lock up my console, lock up Brandon's console, or kick Brandon out of the party, because I always invite him. It'll kick him out of the session, and we'll have to stop, and depending on what happened, we'll have to restart our console, get back into the game, load the game, send another invite, get the other guy in the party, and then pick up. And it takes forever, and it's a pain in the ass. And sometimes the game will freeze back to back. Like, it'll freeze, reset the console, jump back in, do whatever we were doing, it'll freeze again within 2 minutes, and we'll have to redo it. Sometimes you go for long stretches and it doesn't lock up or freeze, but if it wasn't for all of that, we'd be further along in the game. But, so, trust me, the online doesn't need any more strain on it when we're trying to play, or it would never work, okay? So, I can't do that, alright? And the first night that we played, I put on our footage to upload, and my computer's a piece of crap, and so the connection between, you know, where it charges, like the adapter and the actual input on my computer, it's very loose, and so sometimes the connection will fall out and my computer will stop charging and it'll turn itself off. Well, I put all my videos up to upload overnight. When I woke up, found out that the power cord had disconnected, and basically I only uploaded one video and then it powered off and stopped uploading. So I was behind from day one, which sucked, but there wasn't a thing I could do about it. And so with those two factors, that's why my footage is so delayed. But what's going on the next 2 days, obviously, today Saturday, tomorrow Sunday, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, because there will be a new channel update on Monday, the first one obviously of 2012. So what am I doing to finish out the year? You know, what's going on with the footage? Here's the deal. I should be close to catching up my footage over the course of this weekend, because tomorrow, New Year's Eve, or today I guess I should say, I have plans, and then Sunday, New Year's Day, I do have some family plans. I'm going to a friend's house tomorrow night for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, I'll be here with my family watching the football games and just, you know, relaxing, having fun. I may be able to do some gameplay Sunday night. I may be able to continue my playthrough of Dead Island, but what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to, you know, in the breaks in my plans the next 2 days, I'm going to make sure that I always have enough videos queued up on YouTube so that it just uploads through my plans. And I'm going to try to keep it like a continuous stream of uploads. That way I can get as caught up as I can with the footage before Monday, which will probably be the day that I go back to hardcore playing Dead Island and potentially beating the game either on that day, depending on if I can play on Sunday night, or maybe beating it Tuesday or something like that. But my plan is that we're going to beat Dead Island by early next week. That's my plan, either Monday or Tuesday. Like I said, I think a couple more hardcore playing sessions and we'll be through the game. And then of course I will bring you my game review of the game, and we'll move on to the next game on the list, which is Batman Arkham City, which hopefully I will be able to delve into close to the end of next week. So that's what's happening right now with Dead Island and with the playthrough and the footage. Again, I'll say this, my montage for the funny moments of 2011, not looking good. I've got one entry, and that of course is from Brandon, and so you figure he's going to send me an entry. That's it. No other submissions still, so doesn't look like the video is going to be promising, but you know, obviously the door is still open. If you want to send me clips that you thought was funny, now's the time to do it. Absolutely. I'm probably going to leave that available and that door open through the end of January, so you have, you know, like 3 weeks to a month to send in funny moments, and then at that point I'm going to be like, okay, that's it, we're done. You know, I got to move on with my life and move on into 2012. So it's still on the table right now, though, not looking good. My top 10 games of the year, still planning on doing them again middle to end of January, because I need to get through Batman Arkham City and possibly Gears of War 3. Like I said, I've already scratched Deus Ex. There's just no way I'm going to have time to play it, unfortunately, because, believe it or not, but in just a little over 2 weeks, I have to go back to school to start the new semester. I can't believe it. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a bunch of bullshit. But I've been off for 3 weeks. It doesn't seem like that at all. It seems like I've been off for like 3 days, but it's been 3 weeks. And so I'm actually more than halfway through my vacation already, which is kind of blowing me away. So in just over 2 weeks, I have to start school again. And, you know, my dream would be to have the year-end videos done before that day. But that's not going to happen, because I still need to finish Dead Island, still need to be Batman, and possibly Gears of War 3. Then actually sit down and create all the videos, which is going to take some substantial time. So I doubt that's going to happen. We'll have the year-end videos finished close to the end of January, and that's a little late, but there's nothing I can do about it because I need to complete the games that potentially will be in the countdown, or at least as many of them as I can do. So those are on the way. I've already started looking at the games I've played this year, because there's only a couple, like I said, that I still have to play, and looking kind of at like a rough sketch of the order of the games. You know, of course, without Batman, which could be in there. You know, maybe Gears 3 will pick up and it'll get in there. Who knows? But the year-end videos will come when they will come towards the end of January. January 17th, the day that I actually go back to school. It's the first day of the new semester. Actually happens to be the 1-year anniversary of my YouTube channel. And so it's on a Tuesday, and I will be doing a special video on that day, January 17th, a reflection video on the past year, what it's been like hitting my closet door with my chair, also what it's been like to be on YouTube for a full year, which I can't believe that in just over 2 weeks I'll have been doing this for over a year. Time, when you get older, time just, you know, you lose perspective of time, and it just flies by. Like, it's unbelievable that I'm already entering my 4th semester of college. But anyway, so reflection video on January the 17th will be on the way, okay? So, finally, to wrap up, to talk about some of the 3DS games that I have been playing, I have 2 games for the Nintendo 3DS. The first one I actually received as a present with the 3DS, and that is Mario Kart 7, which I got, and then I went with a gift card to GameStop, and I picked up Super Mario Land 3D. And I've been playing these 2 games pretty hardcore. You know, like, in Mario Kart 7, I have unlocked all of the courses, and all but one character, and I'll explain why I haven't unlocked that character when I talk about it. Super Mario Land 3D, I picked it up like 3 days ago, or 2 days ago. I'm already like in the middle of World 5 of 8, so I'm almost like 2/3 of the way through the game, and it's like, I don't want to beat it that quickly, but the game's fun, it's addicting, and I want to keep playing it. So, anyway, let's talk a little bit about the 2 games, just to give you kind of an idea of what I think about them. Mario Kart 7, it's Mario Kart that we all know and love. There's 16 new courses in this, and there's also a collection of 16 classic courses from the SNES, the N64, and the Wii. I don't know if there's any DS courses in here. I think there may be. I don't think there's any GameCube courses, because Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube sucked. Nobody liked Mario Kart Double Dash. It was really a bad game, and so I don't think there's any GameCube levels. There may be like 1 or 2, but it's mainly SNES, N64, and the Wii that have classic courses on here. I believe that there are 12 characters, 8 you get, 4 you have to unlock, and the way that you unlock them is there's 8 Grand Prix. There's 4 Grand Prix, you know, each Grand Prix has 4 courses. And there's 4 Grand Prix obviously comprised of new courses and 4 Grand Prix of classic courses. To unlock the new characters, you have to complete each of the Grand Prix of the brand new courses on 150cc. You have to win. You have to come in first place. And after each one, you unlock the character. And the first 3, I did. It was challenging, but I did it. And like on the first try. And I did it, unlocked 3 of the characters. The last one, I believe it's like the Special Cup or something like that, on 150cc, is impossible. Wanna know why? Because the game fucking cheats. Okay? The computer cheats, and here's how they cheat. Okay? All the AI people that you're racing against are innately faster than you for no reason. You can drive perfectly fine on each course, not hit a single barrier, not fall off one time, not get hit by an item. You will finish like 7th. You have to use items to come in first in those races. And you have to get the right item like at the right time. Like, you have to drive a perfect race and then be in like 4th place and get like 3 red turtles right before the finish and go boom, 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 take the first 3 out, pass them up, and win. That's the only way to do it. I've played the cup like 100 times, okay? And I keep coming in like 4th overall because it cheats. It's ridiculous. Every time like you're supposed to get an item, you'll magically get hit by lightning, which prevents you from getting an item. Or, you know, maybe you're hanging close to the edge of a curve. They'll have Bowser come along and hit you and just knock you right into the lava. It cheats. And it's not fun to unlock this last character. I don't know who the last character is. I think that the three so far have been Wario, Daisy, and Rosalina, who I have no idea who that is. Maybe that says something about me. I don't know who the hell Rosalina is. She's like an emo-looking Peach. I don't know who the hell she is. I don't know what game Rosalina was in, but she's in this game. I don't know who the last one is. Maybe it's Waluigi or Dry Bones. It's probably one of those two. I can't get him, whoever it is, because the game cheats, and it's ridiculous, alright? But that's Mario Kart 7. It still has battle mode, like with the balloons that it had in old Mario Karts. And it has online play on the 3DS. You can go on there and play online with people. And, I mean, it's fun. It's a fun game. Mario Kart's always fun. The new courses are good, and the classic courses are good. And it's all in 3D, so it's pretty cool. Alright? Super Mario Land 3D. This game is a lot of fun, and it's basically a throwback to the classic Super Mario games, like on the SNES. It's a lot like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, except for the fact that you cannot do co-op. Okay, it's even more classic than New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's got like the propeller box. It's got the boomerang suit. It's got fire flowers. It's got the Tanuki suit is in this game. And it's just a lot of fun. It's like the classic Super Mario platforming, but with the 3D element, which they really make good use of, I think, in Super Mario Land 3D. Like, I think that it's actually well used in this game, and it's a lot of fun. It's addictive to play through. The 3D, like I said, like, the good thing about both of these games that I can say is a lot of people complain because they say, oh, the 3D is a gimmick, which is fine, but it's actually cool. Like, the 3D, I actually like it a lot. I think, what I'm going to say is the good news is that each of these games would be just as good if they were on the regular DS. Like, if they didn't use the 3D, I'd still love Super Mario Land 3D. I think it's a fun game, because the courses are the stages are inventive and creative, and it's just a lot of fun. Same thing with Mario Kart 7. But the good news is that they use 3D to their advantage to better the games. Neither of these games rely on the 3D to make them good. Now, I can't say that about all the 3DS games, because pretty much most of them, other than these two, are either remakes of old games or complete trash. So, these are the two games right now that are the system seller for the Nintendo 3DS. And they're good games by themselves. Like, you could turn the 3D off and put it on 2D, and they'd still be great games. But you're going to want to play them, especially Super Mario Land 3D. You're going to want to play with the 3D, because it makes the game a lot better, a lot cooler, and it's so neat in a game like Super Mario Land 3D to have like Goombas coming out of the screen, running at your face, bullet bills looking like they're going to hit you in the nose. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun, and both of these games, I would have to say, are really good. And I think right now, I'm going to say this, I think if you're considering getting a Nintendo 3DS, I think right now is the time to do so, because obviously the price has dropped to $170, which I think is a perfectly legitimate price for the system. These two games, I honestly think, are system sellers right now. Super Mario Land 3D and Mario Kart 7, I think, can sell the Nintendo 3DS, because they're good games, they're new games, they're first party, and they're good. They're a lot of fun, and get the 3DS, play these two games. There's a lot of good games on the way for 3DS. You have a new Resident Evil game coming out next year. You have Luigi's Mansion 2, which is coming out next year. They're actually making a new Paper Mario game for the 3DS. So there's good games on the way for the Nintendo 3DS. I think if you're considering to get it, now is as good a time as any. Also, the 3DS has a lot of other cool features, like the ability to take still photos in 3D, which is really awesome. I've played around with that. They just had a system update for the 3DS where now you can film up to 10-minute videos in 3D. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's cool. Is it a gimmick? Sort of. But like I said, the good news about these two games is that these are good games regardless of the fact that they have 3D. They're just bettered by the 3D, which makes the 3D not so much a gimmick as it does just neat and enhances the gameplay. So that's how I feel about it. I'm looking forward to some of the games coming up on 3DS for sure. There's no question about it. And I I definitely recommend it. I think if you're looking to get a 3DS, get it and get these two games for it. Mario Kart 7 and Nintendo and Super Mario 3D Land. I think you'll enjoy them a lot. I know I am, and I've been playing them like crazy. So, yeah. Last thing I want to say about the 3DS, because I'm sure this is probably a pretty common question. It's like, everybody says that after looking at the 3D for like an hour or 2 hours, you get an instant headache. Well, I can tell you that that hasn't happened for me. If I'm holding it correctly, where like it's perfect, and you can tell when you're holding it whether or not you have it at the perfect angle. You can tell whether or not you're looking at it the right way. And if you are, I haven't had problems with a headache. The times that I get problems with headaches is when I give it to somebody else to play. I'm trying to look over their shoulder as they play, or from the side when they're playing in 3D. That gives me a headache because it's like two images like split on top of one another, and that gives you a headache, okay? If you're not looking at it the right way. You can tell though when you're looking at it the right way, and to me I haven't gotten a headache doing it. Now I would recommend you take breaks. I don't recommend you sit there and play it for 4 straight hours looking at the 3D because you'll get a headache. But I think all these people who are saying, oh, you instantly get a headache after an hour of playing it, I think those people aren't looking at the system at the right angle the whole time, and it's not that hard to do. I mean, like I said, you can tell when you're looking at it correctly. You just look at it, and when it looks right to your eye, you're holding it right. That's all I can say. If you're not holding it at the right angle, it's going to look not right. It's going to look weird. But if you're looking at it correctly, it's really cool and it works well, and I haven't gotten a headache from doing it. That's just my personal experience with it. But yeah, I'm actually enjoying the Nintendo 3DS a lot more than I thought I would. I'm enjoying these two games a lot, and you know, out of these two games, which game do I think is the best one? Definitely I think Super Mario Land 3D, because it just takes advantage of the 3D technology so well, and it's just a fun game. The courses, the worlds, the stages are fun, they're creative, they're inventive, they're classic. I mean, it's like classic Super Mario gameplay, and you know, I just think it's a great game. So that's my update on my 3DS gaming. I'll talk more about 3DS games in the future as I play them. Games, like I said, next year that I'll be checking out for the Nintendo 3DS, I'll let you guys know. And I may start a series of, not necessarily game reviews, but just do what I did today. Basically just talk about each game, you know, the things I like, the things I don't like about the game. I may not give them a rating, just talk about them a little bit, and whether I think that they're worth a purchase or not. And hell, I may do it with these two games, and I may start a series. Who knows? Leave me feedback on that. Let me know what you think, if that's a good idea. If I start a series, not necessarily doing official game reviews, but just giving my thoughts about the games that I played for the Nintendo 3DS, in case people are interested. Alright, so that's my midweek update. Happy New Year, everybody. Stay safe. Make smart choices, okay? Don't be on the roads that much if you have to, because there's going to be a lot of crazy drunk assholes driving tonight. So just be safe. Don't blow your hand off or anything with any fireworks. Don't get drunk and then try to light like an artillery shell. Just be safe, and everybody have a happy new year. I'll see you guys on the other side in 2012, and so everyone, happy new year, be safe, and look for Dead Island to upload all through the weekend, and then a channel update on Monday. Alright, so see you guys later, have a good one.